What could be more relaxing than a river cruise? Add a spring afternoon, throw in a glass of bubbles or beer, some great live music, and you have a chilled way to welcome twilight as it settles over Brisbane. Not everybody gets to relax though. Skipper Grant Heffernan is in the wheelhouse. It's a spot with which he is pretty familiar.
Grant, fair to say that you've really grown up on boats and certainly for the last 30 years have known nothing except them.
Pretty much. Grew up in Sydney on the river and then went up to North Queensland and then headed overseas, and I've been back and forth. Now I've found my spot living in southeast Queensland and I love it, and this is where I want to base.
You were captaining super yachts, a little bit different to this old girl.
Yeah, a little bit more expensive and a little bit bigger and heavier, but no, this is fine. I've come back and settled down with a family, so this is what I want to do.
Grant's wife Lee was chief stewardess on super yachts, so you know the hospitality on board is top shelf. But it's the boat that really charms, a fully restored veteran of the 70s.
She's got quite a history.
Yep, Norman Wright have been building boats since 1909, and this was actually built as a ferry for the river before the city cats were introduced.
I see a 70s party in our future. Wouldn't it be fun to do like dress up in the 70s, have 70s food and 70s cocktails? A real tribute to the old girl.
Well, we're thinking about doing that for New Year's Eve.
Oh, really?
Actually.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Brisbane Star's Sunday session cruises leave from South Bank Parklands at 3 p.m. and include a complimentary beverage on board, live music and a 2-hour cruise. You can also charter the Brisbane Star for night cruises and celebrations. Okay, are you ready for another kind of cruising?
Oh!
Hi, Sophie.
You're here for me!
Let's get you on a Segway.
Fantastic.
I'm hopping on board with Kangaroo Segway Tours for an after-dark tour of the city.
Now, I have done this before, but not at night. Anything I need to know?
Not really, just watch out for the people.
Follow
and
you.
Follow me, exactly. Have fun.
These jaunty little people movers are just that, great fun. And according to our guide Kevin, they're a cinch to ride.
I've noticed how quickly everybody in our group has really picked this up. Do you find that most people get it the first go?
Yeah, pretty well everyone gets it the first time. I've taken my mother out and she's 81 with 3 of her friends, so anyone can get to know how to ride one really easily.
The cool of the evening makes for a pleasant ride, and thanks to these zippy little machines, it's easy to cover ground on both sides of the river.
So we'd stop here halfway along the Goodwill Bridge. It's a walking cycling bridge.
So you say cyclists, and that's because these are really treated just like a bicycle.
Yeah, they are in Queensland. Don't have to be registered. We can ride them on the road or bicycle paths or footpaths. It's in between a mobility device and a bicycle. As long as you have a helmet, you can ride them anywhere.
On the river's northern bank lie the City Botanic Gardens, conjuring a fairy tale forest feel by night. And up ahead, Queensland's impressive seat of power, which has a power story of its own.
This is Old Parliament House. Parliament first sat here in 1868 and is one of the first government buildings to have electricity.
Oh, it's appropriate we're seeing it at night then.
It is, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Where do we head from here?
From here we go down to Eagle Street Pier, then we're going to make our way back into South Bank.
Kangaroo Segway Tours operate from West End in Brisbane. Choose from guided day or night sightseeing tours of up to 2 hours, or a simple 45-minute joyride. For even more ways to enjoy the Great South East, head to the RACQ website and queensland.com.
Well, here's another perspective of the city by night. A spin on the wheel of Brisbane seemed like a perfect way to end my nocturnal adventures. And I get to be surrounded by the lights of the city and South Bank. If you're an RACQ member and you book your tickets online for the Wheel of Brisbane, you'll actually get a really great deal. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed the show and we've inspired you to get out and enjoy the Great South East after dark. That's all we have time for. We'll see you next week with more of the Great South East. Until then, stay right where you are. Here's 7 News. Have a great night.
Next Sunday, Alistair and I are enjoying the finer things in life, from glitz and glamour and champagne classes to indulging at the Gold Coast's most popular bakeries.
Which side first?
The Great South East partners with Tourism and Events Queensland and with RACQ. The Motorama Group keeps us on the road, and we'd love you to stay in touch with us through Facebook, Instagram and our website.